Hello everybody. Hello, yes, like my god. How many people here already? Just enough messages. Everybody's excited. Post Vape Con. Yeah, Gordon, Donovan, Brandon, Ryan, Austin, Justin, Donovan, I've said already, Brandon. How's it, Daniel? All the usual suspects I see. Nobody new. Oh, Loretta Burton, that sounds like a new name I haven't seen. David Nordia, hello. Hardus Fourie, Louis van Vollenstier, Troy Dempsey. Hello everybody, and how are you? Has everybody recovered from VapeCon? I only recovered today. I was absolutely dead on my feet, so I apologize if I was rude to anybody. It was not intentional. It was very demanding on this old body of mine to stand up there for so many hours during the course of the day and have to be polite and kind. yeah, it was a tough one, I won't lie to you. So how did everybody enjoy VapeCon, those who went? How's it, Brinlin? Mr. Bra? Mr. Minimi, you must change your name, Bra, to Minimi. How's it, Kabir? Sorry, I'm really bad at names, faces. I'm pretty good at names, I'm cuck at. How's it, Craig? Seth, yo, lots of people, new names I'm not seeing before. Or I haven't seen before. Legs are still sore. I think that's everybody. Everybody was, I can tell you right now that all the vendors, we've got a vendor group on WhatsApp, and every one of the vendors was moaning, boy, because their legs were sore, their arms were sore. They felt like geriatrics. I definitely felt like a geriatric. I can tell you. You should have seen it was so funny on having to drive home on Sunday morning. I think we left. What time? We left at about 7 o'clock, and our first stop was in Harrismith to fill up with some petrol. And oh my god, I had to get out the car to go to the toilet. I felt like I was 145 years old. Yeah, it was really, really hectic. I recover, budget not so much. I'm glad you got your parcel. Body is wrecked, mega epic. So everybody enjoy it, eh? I see there was a couple of threads going around on Facebook today. What did you enjoy or not enjoy at VapeCon? So there was a couple of happy people, and there was a couple of unhappy people. So I hope everybody got what they wanted to get. For those people that are watching that remembered my coffee, thank you very, very much. I really did appreciate it. I actually got quite a bit of coffee, to be honest with you, and I think that's why I stayed up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. I know I can't remember everybody, but I know Musong bought me some coffee. Anybody else bought me coffee, thank you very much. It was an absolute blur for those. What time did we get up that morning? 5 o'clock, and we got to bed at about 1 the next day. So yeah, those 23 hours was quite hectic. Quite hectic, but definitely worthwhile. It was so nice seeing everybody that those who did come and greet. And so how's it? Sorry, it was a bit more manic than I thought it was going to be manic, and I think I had two breaks where I went for a walk and threw some shirts around, and the other one was to go to the toilet. That's pretty much all I had off that whole day, so sorry if I didn't get to say how's it, but yeah, I apologize for that. Hardest. What we've decided to do is I did come home with some extra bottles. Decided that we would just continue the big bottle, the 100 ml bottles, until all the 100 ml bottles that I had for stock at VapeCon are finished. So the 100 ml bottles are still available on our website for the same price at VapeCon, which was $250. So if you still want it, there are, I think there's only like about 100 bottles left of these. in 3 milligrams, 0 milligrams, 6 milligrams. So if you want, they're still at $250 until they're finished, and then it goes back down to the 60 ml bottle that it will normally come out in. So if you want that. Oh, yeah, obviously this is not, we've received a whole lot of new stock, and I'm not going to worry about that today. I will go through one or two little things that have just blown my mind. So I will go through one or two things here that have just absolutely blown my mind, and the rest of the stuff I'll have a play with it during the week, and then we'll have a nice long one next week. This is not going to be a long one tonight, because as I said, I'm also still recovering. Okay, so obviously you'll see I threw my disclaimer up here, and at the bottom of my disclaimer it says, unless stated at any point in my video, I will include any of my biased opinions. So I'm stating it's a biased opinion. You obviously see we launched the Hard Hitters Alliance mechanical squonker, as well as Ubuntu, which is our dripper that we've had made for Survape. And as a vendor, as well as a what you want to call it, designer, myself and Hugo were very nervous on how the it's more than likely Hugo, just hold on. Okay, that wasn't him. We were obviously very nervous how our peers and how our customers were going to take to the first South African RDA ever, and I can categorically state we sold 50% in that day of the units that we had made, and the likes of guys like Rian from Coil Company, who were there doing coils the whole day, they probably did, I think Rian said he did coils on about 18 to 20 of the Ubuntus, and he's absolutely loving it. All the guys, the well-known guys in the industry, Yusuf Patel, Yusuf Karim, I'm trying to think who else, had some American guys that were out there buy it, and they've been raving about it. Those are into DIY, no Wayne Walker. Wayne Walker has already messaged us and said absolutely epic. Who else bought? Chaos Valentine bought, Philip Dunkley bought, and they're all over the moon with how this dripper works. So thank you very much if you did buy it. We're definitely going to have another run of these, because we're running a bit short on them now. Because obviously today and a couple of other days, now that more people have bought it, they've realized that, hey, this is actually an epic little RDA. So we will do another run of them. But yeah, for those that bought, those that have got it, thank you very much for supporting South African. And I'd like to hear feedback. Leave some reviews if you have bought one on our survey page. I'd love to read it, even if it's negative criticism. That's the only way we learn, guys. If you've got negative crit on it, one thing we have picked up is that we are going to change the screws. Although the grab nuts are good, we'd rather change them to screws. So obviously version 2 is going to be a little bit different. But for those that have bought the entire set, thank you very much for supporting local. It made us really feel proud that people were prepared to spend their hard-earned money on something that's locally made, but it's proven that it has been good. So yeah, thank you very much for that, guys. Also, it hits like an absolute beast. And Rian puts on massive coils. I could not believe the size coils that Rian put into these things. There's a whole lot of photographs he's taken. I'm waiting for them to send me, then I'll post them. Can't wait to see them. Let's see some questions. Yeah, we tried. Mark said thanks for the great quick service and good deals. We had a bit of a problem. Our credit card machine started playing up about 10:30, and we only had the one credit card machine because obviously our shop was still open and they had the other credit card machine, so it was an absolute panic. But thank goodness it was just that problem with the SIM in there, and I took the SIM out, cleaned the SIM out and put it back in, and it started grafting again. So those that were held up because of it, I really apologize. Yeah, next time we're going with 2, maybe 3 credit card machines. Yeah, and I think some more staff, because we just didn't stop. For those that did come past, you would have seen how busy we were. We were busy like that probably until about 2 o'clock, until it started quietening down a bit. But yeah, it was absolutely manic. Ethan, the G-Priv is all my drawers. I do random draw now. I use the people in the live chat, and I do a random draw. If you're not online when I give it away, unfortunately your name won't appear, so you won't win it, unfortunately. Or let me just actually do that. Kindly donated by Smok, and I've got a G-Priv kit. It's a purple color one, which there's not too many of these in South Africa, the purple one. So I've got a full G-Priv kit, and I've got an Osmosis extra large t-shirt to give away tonight. So thank you very much to Smok, and thank you very much to Osmosis. Obviously you can see I've got the E6 SA banners there. That's purely because of the it's being a Vape Con feedback. Mark, I've got a baby build in here. I'm just trying all different builds so I can find out which best suits me. I've got a really small build in here. I've got 22 gauge flat wire, 2.5 millimeter, 5 wraps coming in at exactly 0.1 ohms exactly. And you can see she rocks. Very responsive, hits very, very hard, which is lacquer, yeah. How's it, Dreshan? Hey, my boy. Dreshan, did you try and phone me today? I had I missed a phone call from the United Kingdom today, and I don't normally like taking international calls because of all that bloody goodness that's going on. Rather, if it was you, rather WhatsApp me, please. How's it, Jane? Yeah, Justin, I try to find hands. I think I sent probably 15 people looking for him and asked him to come. Eventually we didn't sell one tip. So yeah, it was a bit of a letdown, but yeah, that's one of those things there. Life is tougher. Yeah, I must say it really, really hits hard, eh? Yeah, that's a hard hitter. Yeah, I bet guys running them on most of them have been running it on mechanical squonkers, either this one or other ones that they've got, and they're all loving it, which is nice. Okay, I don't know who it was. Someone was phoning me from the UK, and I don't normally like taking international calls. Okay, so we obviously here, you saw the thing was Royal Wicks. You know, I've been an avid punter of cotton bacon, and I'm still an avid punter of cotton bacon. And then I've been watching all these videos of these international guys, and they've all been talking about this. So we took the plunge and decided to actually bring in some for Vape Con, because a lot of guys were asking for it, and I was really blown away, to be honest. When it's you know, there's a lot of wicking materials out there, okay. The feel of it feels organic, if that's the right word that you can feel compared to the other cottons. Even cotton bacon doesn't feel as organic as this. You know, even cotton bacon has a bit of like a squeakiness to it. This doesn't. This feels like you can actually go and put it on a machine and wind it into wool. You know, it's really got a nice feel to it. I've been using it in every device, from RTAs, RDTAs. I've got it in my on my Ubuntu, and I've got it in my bee boxes. I've been having a problem with bee boxes recently, that my cotton only lasts me like a day, and then I start getting that burnty taste. So I tried it in here, and the longest I had it in before I had a change was 4 days. So that was before I left Vape Con to when I got back, and I had that in this bee box, and I only changed it. I think I changed it on Wednesday night, and I think I changed it again on Sunday night when I got home. I tried to change the cotton because I got a bit of a burn taste, and normally I was changing it every day. What I found is it works really nice. I'm going to go through the cons first, and then get to the pros, because the cons, you've got to be very careful when you work with it. And I get back to that organic feel. What I have noticed is that it's very fluffy cotton, and it's very easily able to be compacted, where cotton bacon is different. Cotton bacon, it takes a while with you playing it in your fingers before it actually becomes very compact. I'll get a piece out here. You'll see I've got that there. With this, as soon as you put your fingers and you twist, it's compacted already. So it's very airy. Yeah, I'm battling with words now, but it's very airy. It's very easy to compact this. Where cotton bacon takes a little bit of manipulation to be able to compact it. And what I've noticed, okay, obviously you've always got to get a little sharp point to pull it through your coils. Okay, what I have noticed though is that if you are very gentle with this cotton, when you're pulling it through your coils, etc., the cotton lasts a lot longer. If you are rough and you're using it in your fingers and you compact it a little bit too much, it does deteriorate a lot faster. And I tried that out actually on the Ubuntu. I compacted it, and then I pulled it through and I trimmed it off. It lasted me a day. I then purposely just pulled it a little bit through and left it as fluffy as possible, and then trimmed it. It lasted me 3.5, 4 days before I had to change the cotton. I'm fastidious about changing cotton. I always like that crispness. So if you compact it, it's going to deteriorate a lot faster than if you don't compact. So you're actually going to be using less cotton because you are leaving it as fluffy as possible. Downside of that is that if you're using it in an RTA, or you're using it in anything with a sealed tank, you're going to have to get used to how much you pull through, because you might get a leaking issue if you haven't pulled enough cotton through. But overall, if I had to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9.5 from the how long the cotton lasts. The saturation of it is brilliant. Saturation makes cotton bacon look stupid. Well, how long it lasts, the saturation process. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it is definitely worthwhile trying, but be aware that when you play with it, do not use your fingers too much to start manipulating it before pulling a coil. Tear a piece off that you think is adequate, curl the one side, pull it through, but leave it as fluffy as you possibly can, and the cotton lasts a hell of a long time. So yeah, I don't know if we will it's quite hard to get it in here because it comes from Finland. Okay, it took a long time to get you, and it's hell of expensive to get the stuff in here. We did have it on Vape Con at a special price. But yeah, definitely worth a buy, definitely worth a try. You get 5 grams of cotton. I can't remember how many grams cotton bacon is. I don't even have my package here with me. I think cotton bacon's a little bit more. Well, also downside of it is also it comes in like these long strips, where cotton bacon is pre-cut segments, so it makes life a little bit easier. But once you've played with it for a week or so, you know exactly how much to pull off and stuff like that. But overall, I'm really loving the cotton. You don't get that cottony taste, which is nice. Yeah, nice packaging. Yeah, good product to look out for if you want to try some other form of wicking. You have a vape and answer some questions. Just 2 seconds. Yeah, Zandra, we do have some left, although not too many. Again, it's the same scenario as the winter. You don't know how it's going to go down until the couple of the key individuals in the vaping fraternity buy them, and if they like them, obviously word spreads. For those that have bought them, most of the bigger vendors that I know have bought, and they're all loving it. So yeah, we'll more than likely do a second run of them as well. But yeah, there are, I think there's like 20 odd left, and we'll look at getting different color doors and stuff like that. Gordon asked, will you guys be getting the mesh RDA by Vandy Vapes? It's already on its way. Charles asks about the wire one. I use it. Yeah, I use it for the only problem is you can't use the wire one is the Kanga RBA deck that comes with the B box, because it doesn't have thread. But if you can get hold of an old Kanga RBA that still has thread on, which works nicely. I'm still trying to find one, so yeah. Jane, I wouldn't call it, say it's fairly dense. It's airy, but you know, I can't say you get flyaway fibers, eh? Not at all, not at all. Donovan, no, I haven't tried Cloud Kicker Cotton at all. How's it, Peter? Yeah. Peter says cotton bacon is 10 grams, so yeah, it is expensive, because a pack of this is 130 rand for 5 grams. There's probably the same amount of cotton, okay, not by gram, but same amount of cotton in here, but this cotton's a lot airier than, and maybe Peter will because he knows his cotton, maybe Peter will elaborate a little bit more, but I'm trying to explain the feeling. You know, it's like having a really airy sponge cake and having a really dense sponge cake. You know, this is on your airy side. This is very light, and so you don't want to compact it too much, because then you're going to have issues. But if you can leave it in its form that it comes, and just skewer one little side and pull it through, and try not to compact it as much as possible, it's an absolute dream working with, and it's beautiful in a device. How's it, Damien? Gordon, to be honest with you, it is my device, so it's going to come across as biased. Okay, I've had VCT in it and I love it. I've had Trinity in it and I loved it. I've had Kieran's new juice, that, excuse my language, fuckboy, it's called Fuckboy, and I've loved it. I've had a juice from JJ's and I loved it. So I've pretty much done everything in it: desserts, sweets, savories. The only thing I won't lie, I have not tried in it yet, and I will do that tomorrow, as I haven't tried menthols in it. So I've tried all of the across the range candies, sweets, savories, excluding menthol. Menthol's the only thing I haven't tried in it as yet, and it's been on point every time. I think the thing is which really is gives you the flavor, okay? And all the guys that are really into their drippers will know this, okay? I'm just sorry, my hands are full of what's that? If you can see that conical dome, that is what gives you your flavor, okay? That serious what's it, concave, that concave dome, that's what gives you your flavor. And the more concave you can get it, the better the flavor is. I'm just going to put this back together, just 2 seconds. Yeah, so I've tried it on all the different categories of e-juice besides menthol, and it's been good. It's my device, so it's going to come across as biased, but honestly, I've tried it on all of them, and it's all been nice. Yeah, guys forgot that we even had it, and we went home with a couple more bags than we thought we'd go home with. But it's on our website, and we will bring it in as a regular thing. It just, as I said, it is a hell of expensive to get in here because it comes from Finland, and the shipping is absolutely ludicrous. Without any offense to anybody who lives in Gauteng or Centurion or wherever, the best part about Joburg is on the road out path through Heidelberg. Then you know you're leaving Joburg. Justin, the Hobbit doesn't load that. I actually load them. I probably will only get around to it on Monday. I'm sorry, I'll probably only get around to it on Monday. I've just got so much stock taking to do and stuff like that, and then I took a day off because I just needed to recover, so I'll only get back to it probably maybe Friday or Monday, hey? Dression, with the greatest of pleasure, my boy. You're more than welcome to try mine, eh? Funny enough, you know, just we're talking about that. In my one B box, I've got a insider, and on my other B box, what I did is with the existing Kanga base, I drilled the airflow out, and you know, it's got those little holes on the side for juice control. Those juice holes on either side are 7 millimeters. So I actually pull my cotton through the juice hole, which was supposed to be the juice feeding hole. So my cotton have these little tufts on either side, and I pull it through the cotton, through the coil that way. And since I've been using that, I actually prefer the Kanga head because I can put a bigger coil on it than I do on the inside or the Exocet. So that's, if you've got access to a Dremel tool, try that. You might actually be pleasantly surprised. For those who are VCT lovers, you'll notice that we do have VCT Select Reserve. There are only like 15 bottles of this left. So if you are a VCT lover, there's only like 15 of these left. Okay, so you better jump on them if you want them. They are in stock. No, I'm not in the closet. Yeah. I've been threatening for like 5 months to paint my back wall or to paint my room. I just don't have the time. So yeah, I can paint vape gear. So if anybody wants to come and paint my man cave out, I can paint vape gear. Cheers, Damien. Okay, yeah. So obviously Vape Con was a great success. Everybody had fun. I think everybody was able to get the bulk of what they wanted to get. There were some complaints. There were things that maybe didn't run as smoothly. But I have to take my hat off to the E6 SA Vape Con organisers. It was a lot better than it was last year. I'm glad that they had food for more food, more drink. I'm also glad that they supplied food for the Muslim community, because obviously they can't eat what we eat. So I was really thankful for that. The overall organizing par, one or two things from a vendor's perspective was really, really good. But yeah, I think it was a great success. I didn't have a lot of time to do shopping, but I must say I'm going to do a little bit of punting here. I came across there's obviously some of my stuff that I want to show you as well, but I have to say that I came across some really interesting juices which I'm loving at the moment. The first one, I actually don't even know who makes this. Elysian Labs. I don't know if any of you guys got a bottle of this Straw Bizzle. It's like a strawberry sucker, sweet, sour, absolutely amazing juice. So if you can get your hands on a bottle of this, you'll really, really, really enjoy it. I've got this currently in my Blue Bee box and loving it. Absolutely loving it. So that was a nice find for me. Obviously a lot of guys were just giving out juices to vendors, obviously because they want them to stock them, but you know, that's something that was given to us, but it was absolutely amazing. It's a strawberry, it says a strawberry, lime, and I don't know, so there's obviously other stuff in it, but really, 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 really nice juice. That, so if you can get your hands on that. And then my favorite find of the whole time we were there, which I also think is made by them, I don't know, I can't see on the bottom on the box here, okay, was this, okay, called the White Series. Okay, lovely packaging. It's a marshmallow crisp. Okay, you can see lovely, lovely, lovely packaging. Box opens like that, and then you've got this lovely white bottle. It's a marshmallow crisp, so I'm assuming there's like Rice Krispies in there. I've currently got that in my inbox, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've got other juices that I haven't even got to yet, but so far those are my two greatest finds that I've got from an international juice at Vape Con. Really tasty juices, really, really, really tasty juices. Absolutely epic. Two totally different flavor profiles, but yeah. And then locally, Mr. JJ's from JJ's Emporium. I don't know if they launched it at the thing. I was just flung this bottle when I was busy setting up and said, vape it and tell us what you think. And I'll just show you there. It's got Energy JJ, which is, made by, I don't know who at JJ's Emporium, okay, which is good friends of ours, Yusuf Karim and them. But absolutely, it reminds me almost of a what's that? What's those little beacon sweets? Those hard candy sweets. What are they called? Made by Beacon, man. Sparkles. It reminds me of like a raspberry flavored sparkle, but it's got this like hint of like musk in the background, which is, oh man, brought back some childhood memories. So yeah, if you guys see this around, get yourself a bottle. Really, really, really good juice as well. And then this stuff, RSVP by Juicy Licks. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I take my hat off to him, but I'm not even going to try and get into the flavor. It's actually quite a complex juice. Absolutely amazing juice as well. So if you can get your hands on a bottle of this, you won't go wrong neither. Epic juice. Then obviously those are the two local juices. I have got others, but I haven't got to them yet. But those so far are my two best new juices that I've got from other vendors, which is really nice. And then at Vape Con, I was a little bit disappointed, funny enough. And I had a chat afterwards with a lot of the other vendors, and then the days after Vape Con, and juice sales were not as good as the year before. And I was trying to figure out why juice sales weren't that good. It was mainly gear this year. The year before, it was mainly juice. If we had to look back and see what we sold, it was mainly juice. Us, it was probably 50-50 gear and juice, but most vendors were really stocked up on juice, and they sold a lot of juice. this year, the vendors that I've spoken to, I haven't spoken to all of them, but a lot of them said the juice sales were not good. So yeah. But for those that were at Vape Con who haven't seen, we did launch three new juices at Vape Con. Okay, one was on special, obviously. It's already a well-established brand. It's because bubbles matter. It's called Shake That Booty. It's a like a berry bubblegum milkshake. Really, the guys that have had it have enjoyed it. So obviously, I'm the maker of the juice, but being a biased opinion, but give it a try. We have got this on special, still the Vape Con special, till the 100 ml bottles are finished, and then it goes back down to the 60 ml bottles like the other ones. So there's that one. Then we also launched, for those guys who know Rogue. Rogue is Hard Hitters Alliance, so in the same brand as our Squonker and our RDA. We've also got a couple of juices in there, and it's the sister to Rogue. Rogue is the brown sugar caramel tobacco, okay? And Saint, I'm going to read it off the system because it's best me to read the profile there so you get a better indication of it. The Saint is obviously by Hard Hitters Alliance. It's a unique flavor experience like no other. A vanilla infused bourbon milk that is smoked in traditional Canadian oak and spice. So that's, also this, it really suits your dessert vapors, but your more complex type of vapors, the guys who like really complex juices. Comes in 0, 3 and 6 milligram. A subtle vape, but oh man, really tasty. So if you are inclined to have your more complex, try this juice. You won't be disappointed. Also, that sits for 3 months before it's bottled. And then the final one, which we launched, was Picnic. Okay, Picnic is basically a scone with blueberry jam, sweet cream and butter. So if you like the blueberry, it's got a nice blueberry jam in here. And then obviously there's the bakery side being the scone, and then there's butters and creams and stuff like that. So that's also a new juice that we've launched. We launched at Vape Con, which actually sold fairly well. I was pleasantly surprised on how many of those bottles we sold, being that we were launching them and we didn't really do any advertising of them. So have a look out for that. Let's check some questions and let me have a vape and some tea. I wish I could have been a Vape Con. Were you first in the queue, Monique? You should send a photograph. Send me a photograph of you guys if you had it first in the queue. Would be keen to pop it on our Facebook page. Yeah, I would agree. They should have had more coffee there. No, the similar to Fizz Pop. No, I don't know which one you're talking about there now. So just reiterate what Monique, what you're talking about, the Fizz Pop one. Yeah, I got enough coffee. Enough coffee to keep me going, and a couple of Monster energy drinks as well. Hey, was a moto. Yeah, dude. Epic juice, but epic juice. Loving every bit of it. RSVP is a raspberry swirled vanilla parfait, as Jane said there. Yeah, no, we've already got RSVP. We're launching it this weekend, I think it is. I think it's launching this weekend. We've already got our stock and we'll launch it this weekend, hopefully. Zandre, it doesn't, I say it's got a bit of a throat hit. You're the first person to say that. There might be something in that juice that's not agreeing with you, because it's a hell of a smooth juice. There might be one of the concentrates in there that's not agreeing with you. But I'll look into that. Sager in the VCT Reserve is obviously you get a bit more of an oaky taste because it is done in barrels. It's a bit more of an oaky taste, and it obviously does sit longer before it gets bottled, so it has got more time to mature. It's got more of a woody, oaky taste. It's more rusticy than the normal VCT. What's on the forum, Monique? So I'm missing messages here, I think, eh? Jane, it's not that sweet. Jane asked if picnic is really sweet. No, it's not. It's not hell of a sweet. I don't like putting sweeteners in that juice. I like the concentrate to actually bring its own sweetness out. I'm not too what's the word I'm looking for? I don't like putting extra sweeteners in. You know, if I need to, I might put a little bit, but no, it's not overly sweet. Okay. Okay, yeah, the cherry fizz and apple fizz. Yeah, Ian, I think that's Ian. Ian saying that I think all the sales, or like 80% of the sales, 80 to 90% of the sales, was all gear. Thank goodness we went up with lots of gear sales, because I was expecting to sell a lot of juice, and I sold a lot of more gear than I even anticipated to sell. Okay, Donovan, I'll go look for that. Yeah, what else have I got to say? Okay, yeah. We've, for those people that have been bugging us, I won't mention any names because there's a couple of people that are watching tonight. The Recoil Rebel RDA is on its way to us. A lot of people have asked if they can please pre-order, so we have put a pre-order up for the Recoil Rebel RDA that is on our website. Those tobacco lovers, we have also put up the Black Note ensemble packs on the website, if you want to get one. The D-Pro RDA by Call Art came in. I'm going to review that next week, or maybe still during the course of this week. The new Manta's come in. I have not had a chance to play with it. It's looking really good though, so I'm excited to play with that. Also, which is new in for those squonkers out there, we've got the 7ml silicone squonk bottles by Arctic. I've got one in there, the black, and you obviously get one with your HHA. There's the clear one that comes with your HHA. Taffy Guy, which launched at Vape Con by Hazeworks, is in stock as well. And what else is new? There's a couple of things that are new that even aren't on the system yet. We've got the full black inboxes. Okay, a couple of people bought them at VapeCon, but they're on the site now, as well as the Anchor Squonk mods, guys. There's a couple of Anchor Squonk mods that are left over. That's a high-end squonker from a company called Anchor in the US. So if you're looking for a squonk, there's another one over and above this one. Yeah, Mark, I have asked Hugo already to find some 2700 battery cases. $250 for 100 mils, 2.5 to 250 a mil. That's not that expensive. There were a lot of juice specials there, hey? A lot of juice specials there. Okay, I've had a couple of people ask, and we have said that we will tell now. our new shop in Durban. We're going to have a grand opening of the new shop, which is looking absolute. I was there today. It's looking absolutely epic. And that is going to be the Saturday, the 30th of September. So folks, put that date. It's going to be open. We're doing a whole lot of things. It's going to be the Saturday and the Sunday we're going to be open. So yeah, that's the 30th of September. We're going to open up a new shop, and it's open to everybody. You know, we'll do an opening in the morning, and we are going to run some crazy specials as well, obviously, because it's the grand opening of the new Vape shop in Durban. So if you are in Durban, make sure you get your butt, and make sure you're not working on the Saturday and the Sunday. It's going to be all day. You can just come and chill, come and go. There is food available. There's coffee available. There's cold drinks available. There's cakes available. There's lots of juice available. We'll have launching a new range of juices there. And we've also got other guys coming. We've got Coil Company coming. We've got Paulie's E-Juice Company coming. Milk is coming. I think NCV is coming. Rob Fisher, I think, is coming. Yeah, there's JJ's from JJ's Emporium are coming. There's plenty people coming. We've even got Twisp coming, guys. So yeah, it's going to be. We will start putting a little sneak peeks of what the shop looks like, but because it's almost finished now. So yeah, you must be there. Keep the dates open. It will be a Saturday and Sunday thing. We'll have cloud blowing competitions, tricking competitions. There's Xboxes to play, PS4s to play, arcade games to play. There's TVs to watch. There's building stations to build on. There's lots of new goodies coming. Yeah, you name it. It's amazing artwork to look at. So yeah, just keep those dates. So the 30th, we will send out a blanket invite to everybody. Obviously, we do have some invited guests that they'll be getting personalized invites. But yeah, and then we'll release the date as well. ANC is not coming though. How's it, Michael? Imran, we're also waiting for our halal certificate. So we're just waiting for that. Yeah, Jane, it is in the Berea area. Ethan, don't be fooled. I know somebody who's quite high up at Twisp, and you're going to get a shock in the next couple of days. I've already seen photographs of what their new devices and new juices look like. And don't be fooled. Twisp needs more credit than is actually that people give them. They've converted so many people of smoking, and without them in South Africa promoting it as much as because they've got the budgets to do that, a lot of people would never have even found vaping because of Twisp. So yeah, people are negative towards Twisp, and they have stagnated slightly, but they're on the move. It's a vape shop, well, and it's a vape mall. Yeah, you can call it a vape mall. Yeah, wait. You'll just watch the press, see some of Twisp's new devices. I've been lucky enough to actually see them before they've been released to the public, and their new juice line that they're coming out with. Yeah, some good stuff. Mr. Michael Morris. Dresden, buy the stuff online, man, and I'll keep it for you when you come out. Okay. It's not going to, as I said, it's not going to be a long one. I've gone through all the things that I wanted to go through with you. I've got lots of gear still to go through, and then I'll give you some feedback on it. But if you're in the market for a new dripper, guys, Ubuntu, local made, epic, I've gone through that already. Obviously there's a squonker. I see. I was. Oh, let me go back one step. I was absolutely blown away to see how many people in Joburg were walking around with some form of squonk or not. Even if it was a little pico squeeze or some of the high-end Molly type of squonkers, it was absolutely, you know, what I said a couple of months ago, and I've said almost in every single solitary online thing that squonking's coming back. It was proven to me at Vape Con, because the amount of people that I saw with some sort of a squonker, whether it was mechanical or it was regulated, I was actually blown away. Okay, let's do this giveaway, random.org. Let's see how many people are watching. We have 65 people watching. So what am I giving away tonight? Okay, I'm giving away the Osmosis Extra Large t-shirt, and I'm giving away the G-Priv kit, the purple one. Thank you very much, Smok, for the G-Priv kit, and thank you Osmosis for the t-shirt. Thank you very, very much. You can see now that we're starting to give away nice big prizes on a weekly basis. I've still got tons of stuff to give away. I've got drippers, I've got juices, I've got tanks, I've got one or two other mods to give away, so we've got lots of shit to give away. Okay, let's check how many people are. 63 people are watching now. I'm just going to quickly participants. I just want to make sure I've got the right amount of participants as to who are watching. Just hold on. Man, why are you? Just remember, if you've won in the last 4 weeks, you won in the last 4 weeks, you can't win again. Just another person's come online. Hold on, I'm just selecting all of you again. Yeah, it's my son taking the dogs out for a wee. Okay, come on. Why won't it select 63 people? Just 2 seconds. I'm trying to select there's more people joining as I'm trying to go there. Okay, that's the last time I'm doing it. Copy. Paste. Let me just check I've got the right amount of numbers. 67 people, and let me check if I've got enough people. Got enough people. Yep, let me just go random. Random. 65 people, yes, 65 people. Just give me 2 seconds, it's busy I was randomizing. That's the only thing about online stuff. It takes freaking forever to do everything. And we have a winner, Mr. Donovan Limos. Mr. Donovan Limos, you are a winner, Mania. You are a winner. Congratulations. I've just posted there under the order that it came in. Donovan Limos, Michael Morris, Linda Horn, and Sergio Scarforth. That's the way the random.org came up. Well done, Donovan. Just WhatsApp me, and then I will get WhatsApp me. Send a message on the survey page, and I'll make sure I get your prize out to you tomorrow. As the wife, Monique, that's mine. Yeah, Monique, I think you need to take it because it is purple, and no, the purple's a man's color. If it was pink, you could take it. I think purple is a man's color. So yeah. Guys, give me some questions. I'm going to give you guys another 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go hit the La La Land. I need to get some sleep, still to recover from Vape Con. Purple is a man's color. Or am I wrong? Then beat him over the head, Monique, while he sleeps. Steal it from him. Night, Dreshen. Dreshen, if you want any specials, just shout, but I'll keep them one side for you. But I know that you in the UK, and you're probably the only person that I would allow to buy in the shop and then collect it at a later stage. So if you want to buy something, just give me a heads up, and then I can put it one side for you. Yes, we are, Musong. I've already ordered them. Brandon, I actually don't know if we're actually even getting black Vupu drags, eh? Minikin Reborn. What's my opinion? Look, I like any Minikin. The reason I don't like anything touchscreen is for those that have met me, I've got fingers like tree stumps, and I find it very hard to operate. And this is me. We've sold so many, and everybody is happy with them. But for me personally, I don't like the digital display, the touch screen. I even battle on cell phones. I battle on tablets because my fingers are so freaking big. But as a device, really quality device, quality made. The chipping is really good. Hits really hard. Probably Minikin's still probably one of the hardest hitters out there, even over and above a DNA. I think it's got at least 5 watts on a DNA. But yeah, a good bar, really good bar. Zandra, yes, the Squonker, we didn't have it on special. It's still on. It was the same price. Obviously, you know, to get a first run of anything costs you a hell of a lot of money. The second run becomes a little bit cheaper. So we didn't make a lot of money on these. I won't lie to you. But it'll always be at the same price. Yeah. Enduro, your best place is to sell it on Facebook. There are second-hand pages on Facebook that you can find. Yes, Zandra, yes, it's under 2,000. Louis, I don't know if Hugo's ordered those mouth-to-lung tanks. I don't know. I'll ask him tomorrow. Musang, we decided to not get any more RAM boxes purely because there was that concern of, which they are busy working on, if your button, because your button's metal, which is connected permanently to your negative post, and if your button and your atomizer touch, it could dead short it. So we are waiting to see what they're saying about that. Gig Vape Karma Kit, amazing little kit, eh? Monique, sorry, no silicone covers for the Boxer. How's it, Mr. Haywire? Miss you too, my boy. Yeah, Daniel says they fixed the issue with the Stentorians. If they fixed it, I'm sure Hugo would have known about it and he would be ordering more. Sandra, it's not the fact of that why mech mod. Not all mech mods are hell of expensive. For a 3D printed mod, you're paying because of how long it takes to print them. That's the reason for it. You know, your commercially extruded type of stuff is cheap. They can make 1,000 in a matter of minutes. One of these things takes 6 to 8 hours to print. That's why it's so expensive. Down to 46 people now, but that's human nature to try and win something. That's not a problem. The bonus is that I never know when I'm going to do it, so you've got to stick with me until I've done it, then you can duck off. hot water and soap. That's what I use on my mix and stuff like that, and just let it dry properly. Wife's on a mission. She's after that mod, but she's gonna beat you up in your sleep. Guys, thank you very much for watching. It is a short one tonight, because I need to get some more sleep. I'm still trying to recover from Vape Con. Congratulations against Donovan. I'll get your stuff out to you tomorrow. Don't forget to message me on the survey page with your address, telephone number and full name, so I can get that out to you tomorrow. For the rest of you, thank you very, very much for watching. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Don't forget the opening of Vape Con, and look out for those local juices, guys. These local juice makers are really, really, really knocking it out the park. So good night, guys and ladies. Have a lekker one, and we'll see you next week.